So I wanted to offer a real-time example of how you can enter a trade in between jobs, especially if you get back to the house and you can get in front of your computer, because I don't see where you can do bracket orders on your thinkorswim mobile version. So like me, I was out this morning, then stopped back in before making another compost delivery, and I saw Apple was in this uptrend. But then I saw this candle break below our short-term support, and that showed a sign of weakness. It was, I don't know if it was just a flash trade, if it actually traded there or not. But anytime I'd see this in Facebook where just flash drop through, it was always a sign of a coming breakdown. So this is the 10-15 candle. I entered an order, as you can still see it here. While out on delivery, I saw that it wasn't filled, and then I went into the options, and I'm playing next week's options because I didn't want to risk the theta deterioration that would come with playing expiration Friday, being today, because theta can just be brutal unless you're getting sharp moves to where you can get in and get out. So I decided to play next week's option. You can see it over here, the 98 put. So I put my order in, and it did not get triggered. 80 cents is what I put in for my buy. Let's see here if you can see it on the right hand side. Yes, down here 80 cents, and it went as far as 82. You can see the volume over here. So I missed it by 2 cents. And you can see it here. So see, this is what's deceiving. See, this is straight across. This is my buy order. I just left it open. That way I could give you a real world example. It come up. The stock traded up in this area. And sure enough, there's resistance. Totally confirmed that. But the option just didn't. You didn't have a seller willing to sell it for 80 cents. And so I missed it, unfortunately. I had a 45-15 ratio. If it went up 45%, I would be selling. And if it went down in value 45% as far as the put, then it would also sell. So, sorry to say I missed it, but it makes a good example where you need to see, if you're really banking on this being resistance, sometimes it's worth sacrificing a few cents, a few dollars to be below that resistance, because that may not be accurate. Sometimes I'll take this line, edit properties, and make it a chunky line. And I'll change the color. Red for resistance. And sometimes I'll change the, just to make it different. So see, I've got a nice chunky resistance line, and I used to know how to put a label on it. I understand how to do the price levels. You can write the words resistance on there if you want. So you just use a color coding. Anyway, but if you have to make it chunky as possible so it covers some more area, some dollar value. So I missed it, 2 cents. Otherwise, you could see over here, I would have been in profit, because the put, betting that it's going down, my percentage gain, 45%, I would have been out. I calculated it that it would have been $116 in value is where I would have sold at the put, and it's currently trading at $149. I would have been more than happy to have gleaned, 45% profit. And so what if I didn't get any more than that? I just not worried about it if you're out working. So food for thought if you want to take a quick look at the chart so you can get an idea of, see if we can do this. Let's see. There we go. This is going to be a little tricky, but you see the current high for today, 152. That was down here at the low of day. So 82. Look, today's low of day, 82 cents. My order in at 80, just not high enough. Just missed it. So this is charts. Of course, this correlates with the stock chart, but in reverse because it's puts. So it's pretty interesting. I usually get rid of this the volume subgraph. You can do that by clicking on the wrench, go to options, unclick subgraph. There we go. That way it cleans it up a little. So this here, 10:30, I had my order in at 10:16. It entered 10:25 to 10:30. That was the high of that candle. Say 10:30 right here. Lowest price the option traded at was 82, and then it started gaining in value thereafter because the stock broke down. Nice little doji, like continuing confirmation, next red, down we go. So my timing was right, my resistance was right, judging short-term support was right, and that it was coming into a wedge, and I was betting that it would break down. It did. So could have been a real easy trade had my target been met. So this is a good learning lesson for us, that you have to keep your limit entry order reasonable, even if you have to, even if it costs you a little more, just to be able to get into a position if it's something you really believe in. So hope that helps.